start. There we go. And we're live. Okay. Alright. Let me... Not now, please. I'm just trying to get the link to send to the boys. And a 1. And a 2. And a 3. Alright, let me just make sure it's going. And good to go. Alright, we're good. Alright, welcome back to Weekly Shorts. This week is week number 22. And we just got the new maps. First, we're going to look at the records for the old ones. I don't think most of these are going to be too shocking, but we'll see what people did. This one, I imagine the records are going to be super close together. If they'll load. If they'll load, please. Pretty please? I mean, they're all within like 100th of each other. Oh, I might need to reload. Oh, there we go. G, there we go. We're gonna watch from the back, actually. You see me taking a completely different line. Yeah, slight sideways jump, and probably full speed around this. Right to the finish. I got obsessed with trying to land on the hill. But if you get enough speed, it's better to just YOLO to the finish. And like, this map was so precise that I was 3/10 and some change behind world record, and I had a time of my placement is 30,000. So very much a precise map. Not much time you can gain. So a single thousandth would probably change your placement like, thousands of places. So not the worst. Map 1, not the greatest, but is alright for what it was. This one I enjoyed, Mountain Cliffs. It's kind of like platforming slow map. Again, we see number 1 Riolu fan in the front. I don't imagine we'll see anything too crazy from everyone. Like, I missed this in Discovery. You can just jump on the side there. And that's much faster. So that's where most of my time loss came from. But yeah, nothing too crazy. Interesting that everyone bounces there in the end. I guess you don't need to land on your wheels. So definitely a very cool map. But yeah, everyone's time is pretty close together because, there's only so much you can do. Even on a map like this. No secret strats yet. Now this one was the puzzle map. And we shall see what people... This has to be a cheated record, right? Okay, yeah, it's just that one's a bugged record. We can ignore that one. Number four virtual coming in to claim this weekly shorts. Interesting. So there was a path up there you could go to, which looked like it could be faster. seems like it was not. I can't really show you off this, but yeah, these four players were just super close together. But what you could do, and this is, like I talked about in Discovery, I couldn't find a way to do it, and I guess it is slower than just going up this way with clean line. But you like circle back around this way, and then jump onto here, super precise jump, and then you just go this way right into the finish. So probably just slightly slower. And yeah, we ended up like a second and a half behind world record. So not too bad for a time, even though we're 22K. Very cool map, very cool map. Now we got Quick Whip. This one I got a solid time on somehow. And I didn't like play it after Discovery at all. But this is one of my stronger weekly shorts times. I think I just got pretty lucky with the way I jumped into the finish. Yeah, like not the craziest drift, but jump, and then I jump right through the gap into the finish. So I imagine the strat's gonna be pretty similar with like a stronger, stronger drift up the hill. All right, let's watch it from the back. And Vasco taking this one. Okay. And yeah, better drift, keep more speed. Yeah, they're using the tree to bounce into the finish, which is interesting. But yeah, pretty similar strat, just much better execution than me. I think they gain a lot of time in the beginning actually over me, which is interesting. Because my line is I go way too wide in start. So yeah, not bad by me, but they're just faster, you know? They have the better lines, they're quicker than me. So last one, we've got the snow car map. And now this one, I tried going backwards and stuff. I found the speed boost, but I actually missed the speed boost. I missed the speed boost on the roof. Of course, Grenade are going to be number one. I mean, who else is going to be number one on a snow car map but Grenade? Yeah, there's a speed boost right here in the roof that I missed. And yeah, it's just super precise. Trying to limit your sliding as much as possible. And, just staying on the road as much as you can. Yeah, Grenade keeps so much speed there after that roof jump. It's kind of crazy. The others catch up after. Yeah, we're like way behind. We're like 2 seconds behind here. But that is going to do it for the world records from week 21. And I believe number one Riolu fan won. You got 2 world records. Yeah. So he did pretty good. Vasco second, Grenade third. Shield Bandit coming back with a 4th. Haven't seen him in a few weeks, but making a pretty respectable run this week. And Shrimp Breasts. Alright. It's time for the new maps. So first we got our wide map. Pratum. Let's see what we got. Oh, hold on. Before that, we can get rid of the records. We're not going to need them. Okay. This looks a little more platformy than the wide tracks have been for a bit. Ooh, I almost failed that jump. And finish here. Was there a checkpoint? Also AT first try. Was there a checkpoint anywhere on this map? Oh yeah, there's one in the beginning. I think there's a second one. Yeah, there's a second one up here. So I don't think there's gonna be any crazy cuts. I think there's a sufficient amount of checkpoints, plus any cut's gonna require you to go on like the penalty grass. So I think it's just gonna be a matter of how clean can you make these, platforming jumps. And my first run was not very clean. Not this jump at least. Because I go through the penalty grass there. Okay, I had to let go of the gas a little bit, but I'm still gonna be way ahead of my PB. Yep, solid second improvement. Definitely way more time to gain. Gotta figure out what I want to do when I'm landing here, Yeah, this time I'm gonna gain a bunch again because well, not that much apparently. I didn't let go of the gas at all. Oh, went too fast. Too fast, too furious. Whatever happened to those games, by the way? I feel like I haven't seen a Fast and Furious game in years. Maybe they exist, I just have been missing them. Or no, Fast and Furious is the... What am I thinking of? Thinking like Burnout Paradise. Fast and Furious is the movies. And I don't think there's ever a Fast and Furious game. Oh, I went wide. I landed so horribly. Yeah, no, Fast and Furious is the movie series. No, what game was I thinking of? It's like a racing game. Maybe I'm thinking of like Forza? Well, regardless, Trackmania is pretty much the only racing game I've played a significant amount of hours in. Unless you're counting like racing in Just Cause 3 or whatever. And I wouldn't say those are racing games, to say the least. Okay, that's a bit better in the end. And we need that end with a better start, and then we're good to go. Too wide. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to take a lower jump here. Like, do a little sideways jump. Oh, okay. I thought that run died right there. I mean, I lost so much speed, but I went so low on that jump that I smacked the side a little bit. Like, my PB does that low jump pretty well. Okay. Well, not a sub 18. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now, is the sub 18. because we are so close to it. Oh, I lost speed. I touched the grass. What a fool. Foolish gamer touching grass. I landed too sideways. Okay. Maybe? Oh, we're still a little off. We're so close to it though. Just need the tiniest bit of improvement. Oh, that's gonna do it. That will get us our sub 18. Alright. We'll play a few more. I don't think I'm gonna improve again, if I'm gonna be completely honest. I do want to play this map a little more, see if I can snipe a good time. Now, where do I think PB is gonna be? Probably like a high 16 time is gonna be world record here. That's just my guess though. Maybe I'm underestimating myself. Maybe it's gonna be closer to like a low 17. But I am certainly losing time in a lot of places here. Like that jump in particular. And in the end, I'm pretty sure I'm losing a lot of time. Like I'm landing too sideways on that jump. Oh, too low. If it's just a little higher, that would have been pretty good. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that was a PV? Really? That landing was terrible. Alright, I think this is our last one. Last one here. We can do that with a better landing. Oh, I went... That run looked pretty good. I just need a better ending. But yeah, we're gonna move on. I'll give it a like. I enjoy the platforming stuff. I'm a sucker for it. So maybe, I know maybe a little basic for certain gamers, but I definitely enjoyed it. So number 2, Mini Grass Castle. This is our slow map. Okay, very tight turn. And where are we going? Lots of checkpoints, by the way. Cool. These are some very tight turns. Alright. Not a first try AT. And I actually think the AT's not super free. Certainly not super difficult, if I had to guess. I mean, I wasn't that far off even with the respawn. God, where am I going? Alright. Whoop. To the finish. Still not gold, but I did have that crash in the start. So we're gonna gain a lot of time here. Alright, that will be AT by a significant margin. And that was with the crash, but that turn is very tight. Like, this isn't a normal grass map. This is like... I don't know if tech grass exists, but that's the category I'd call it. Maybe. Just the interesting part. There's too many shortcuts for there to be cuts, because there's like short checkpoints all over the place here. Like, I wouldn't know how to do any skips without like accidentally skipping a checkpoint. So I think you're pretty solidly gonna have to stay on the road here. It's just gonna come down to optimization. That turn is killer. That is a brutal turn. And I like it. Alright. I think sub 17 is the time to beat. We can get a 16 something. We can leave pretty happy. Also, I retract my statement earlier about the AT not being super free. It's really just that one turn. If you can hit it at all, you're gonna get the author time. It's just that one turn is so crazy. I tried turning too early and tried to cut super inside on the final turn. Now, one thing I'll note here is it doesn't feel like you have to do any gear management on this track like you normally do on grass tracks. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus. Also, there's our sub 17. That feels solid. I mean, I certainly can gain more time, right? And we've only played this track for 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, I do think the time my PB right now is gonna be hard to beat. For me. Oh, I actually ate the gear there because I kept gear 2 up the hill. So maybe that's something to watch out for. I think that's the biggest time gain I can get right now. Is keeping gear 2 and not losing it. Oh, I was actually so fast I jumped a little on the hill. Yeah, that's what we need to go for, is keeping gear 2 in the start. Fortunately, I bumped the wall there, but you because I think our end here is actually pretty good. But yeah, we're struggling now. Got the time I wanted. Now, struggling to get any faster. uh. Ooh, okay. That was a good start. I just, I didn't turn tight enough to make the turn on the downhill. That's pretty much what we're looking for. Like that. That's pretty good. Alright, just need to make the final turn. Slight PB? No. I brake too much on the final turn. But you saw us up 0.2? Something like that. I think I was up 0.2 and up to the final checkpoint. Well, nope. Bad jump. Bad jump. Oh, lost my gear. Alright, we only got a few more in us before we move on, I think. I do kind of want to beat this PB. Because, well, I think this PB is the one I was happy leaving the map on. I see the potential time gains now, you know? Ugh. I don't know how I kept gear there. Oh, that jump was deadly though. That jump was not it. Maybe I even need to slow down on that hill. Like, just slightly let go of the gas. Oh, I should be fine here. Yeah. I actually have a lot less speed than my PB does. Oh, God. 5 thousandths. 5 thousandths off. Alright, we got like 2 more in us. Hit the wall. Alright, come on. I guess it's like 1 more now. With all the failed starts. Come on. I just want a good start. It's gonna be good enough. Oh, 3/10. We found 3/10 at the very end. That is good. That is pretty solid. Where do I think the PB's gonna, or the world record's gonna be? Just below, just sub 16, so like very, very high 15. Like I could see like a 15.9 something maybe. I don't know if you can get much faster than that though. So I think our time is actually pretty good overall then. Our time's pretty good. If I'm right. I could be wrong. Alright, number 3. Puzzle / Pathfinder. It looks more Pathfindery than puzzle this time, which I think is a good thing. Alright, so I got U-turn onto the magnet. Into this. I see a few paths already. I actually see an intimidating amount of paths. We're just gonna go with the most basic one first. Just so we can see more of the map. What is going on here? Oh, but, huh? Where'd, okay. Where's I going? How'd it hit the end there? Also, I just want to drift that corner, but I can't. Alright, we're going to go down here. And this way. And I guess that's the end there. Alright, AT, I suppose. I still feel like confused, which I guess is a good thing for these kind of maps. Like there's a path there I could go. Like let's respawn. So I could go out here and just like zoop to the end. I actually kind of want to try that. That seems fast. Oh no, I'm too outside to do it. That's fine. I'm going this way. Almost PB'd. Oh, I can't do it. I'm on top of the sausage. Alright. Whew. Just a little time gain. But I didn't do that drift very well. I had to like I had to bleed most of my speed to not fall off the sausage block. That bounce is so funny. Alright. And it's looking a bit better. I think sub 16 at the very least is the goal, at least with the current path. I feel like there must be more though, right? Like, am I crazy for saying that? Like, let's take a look. We always gotta do some camp 7ing while we're looking at these what is this? While we're looking at these maps. Interesting. So they do what? Like jump over there, go that way. In here, drift around. That seems slow. That doesn't seem right. Why is this red? Is this a finish? Or is this just a troll blocker? Alright. What else? What else? What else? Nothing hiding in the water, right? Probably not. Just want to make sure. Nothing hiding down here. Alright. I mean, we can test that bottom path. It doesn't seem fast. I think out the paths I see, we have the best one. But there's always with these maps, there's high potential for you know, some wacky path that you haven't thought of. Alright, down here. Alright, let's try that without the crash. And if that is, you know, slow, like I think it is. Alright, well, I mean, we're doing this really bad, but I mean, I lost at least a second to, you know, my poor driving, but that was pretty far behind. Right? Like, this is a lot better, and I'm definitely, like, a second behind. So, I don't know. I don't have faith in that path, so we're gonna go this way again. Try and get a sub 16 and then move on for now. That canister up top is bothering me though. That feels like it could be, you know, a risky finish. Not that I know how to get there. Oof, that's strong. There we go, that's our sub 16. I mean, currently top 100 in the world. I know it's still, you know, hour 1, but I'd say that's a good sign, right? And I don't know where else you could go. Like, could you go... This seems dumb, but I'm gonna try it. Like that. Jump onto the other path. But I feel like there's no good reason to do it because there's not a super booster on the other path. Or you could go... Oh, okay. How about this? How about this? You go down here. Oh, I was gonna say jump, but your path is blocked there. The developer of the map, he thought ahead a little bit. He knew someone like me would go for that. Alright. We'll do like one more run and we'll move on to the next one. I really, again, kind of like last time, I feel like I'm missing something, but I just can't find it. Like, it feels like I missed something. Well, I guess last time I did miss something, but that something was slower than the path I was taking, so. Did I really miss anything? That is, you know, that is the question. We'll just go this way. Whoop. Boop. Alright. Good map. Give it a plus. We'll move on. Let's see. Fast map. Recommended cam 2 or 3. I just did. I did action key instead of cam. Okay. This is like a skiing slalom. Or shalom. I don't know what you call it. Gamers, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, hold on. We'll try cam 2. I feel like cam 3... I don't like doing cam 3 as when I'm spectating, so... Whoa! Oh god. Yeah, I guess you can't have a real style of these maps. Like, the real one would be ice, obviously. I mean, you could, but good luck. Good luck getting through all the checkpoints. But yeah, the key here is going to be turning as little as possible. Definitely an interesting map. Like, this is a style of map that I personally haven't seen in Trackmania. So I'm kind of glad the weekly shorts format is being used for something like this. Alright, where does that put us? Top 521 in the world? Okay, okay. Oh, I'm losing so much time on the start. Ugh. I'm so far behind. Yeah, it's so easy to lose speed here. I feel like you could do like some kind of no sliding, quantum sliding shenanigans, but these checkpoints are wide enough apart that it would be very hard to do so. Like, I'm thinking about, like, oh, maybe I'd go action key 3 here, right? But I will not hit these turns in action key 3. Like, even action key 4 would be very questionable. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, that's a bit better than I have been doing. Oh, okay. No, this is a fun map. This is actually really fun. But getting, you know, more time off is gonna be so hard. Like, that was what, like 200ths maybe? And we gained a pretty good amount of spots off that. Alright, we're gonna try action Q4. Like, we're gonna try and limit the sliding, but yeah, you see, it's just... These turns are just a little too, wide for, action Q4. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. We're gonna have to go full steering. Alright. Simple and fun. I would say this is a banger fast track. But I think the times are going to be very close together here because this is, by definition, a precision map. Unless there's, like, maybe you can quantum slide somewhere in the middle, but I can't do it. How long have I been a Trackmania player? I played a little bit of TMNF back in the day. Not much. And then I started playing this one about a year ago. I think my subscription actually runs out in like a couple weeks. So I started like a year ago. So I'd say I'm like a low intermediate player. Because Trackmania is one of those games where there's so much to learn. Also, that's a pretty good time. We're so close. Like, here's the problem: we're so close to sub 16 time, but I don't think I can PB again. Like, actually, I can't PB again here because I'm not sure how I gained so much time in that run. Like, what is my PB doing? And now it's gonna bother me that I have this time that's so close to sub 16 but not quite. Also, I think maybe we can gain some time on the start. Because I think I was just press forwarding on the start of my PB. I started a couple weeks ago. Best advice, just play tracks you enjoy. Just try and learn like a style you enjoy. And when you get good at one style, it actually kind of carries over to other styles. Like for me, I enjoy dirt. But I think just grinding like, you know, campaign tracks, stuff like that. You kind of get like a feel for how the game plays. But yeah, I wouldn't focus on like advanced tech. Just, you know, try and get author times in the campaign. Try and play like community maps of like, you know, dirt or grass or ice or whatever you enjoy. And you'll end up gaining time. You'll end up just getting a feel for the game. Alright, I think we got a couple more in us for this one. Ooh, we got a good start though. Oh, I slid too much in the end. No! My speed. It's all gone. Alright, come on. We just need one more good run. No, that's too wide. Yeah. That's way too wide. Yep. Alright, last one, for real. Here we go. Oh, bad start. Alright. Plus map. I actually quite enjoyed that. Gonna be sad leaving it with that time, but, you know. Alright. Grip Slide, the LOL map. Oh, you're a COD player, yeah. Racing games are are very different from shooters, that's for sure. I think, in a way, Trackmania is almost like a bit meditative because you're kind of playing against yourself. With a lot of multiplayer games, you're playing against, you know, other players. So what is this? This is wood. Hold on. I'm in the wrong camera too. I'm still in camera 2. Yeah, I'm still in cam 2. Okay. That's a weird map. Yeah. It's really, yeah, in Trackmania you're really playing against yourself at the end of the day. And it's kind of a different experience. We don't want alternate cam 1. Alright. How... What? Okay. What is this surface? I feel like the blue is like magnet and the purple is wood. Or no, not even. What? What is this? Alright, you definitely don't want to be in the purple. I can tell you that. Yeah. Blue is wood. Blue has to be wood. And wood is fast, so you want to stay in the blue. The purple, I assume, is plastic, maybe? This is such a weird track. Definitely fits the style. Of, you know, LOL maps. I'm a controller player. Or no, I'm not, sorry. I'm not a controller player. I'm a keyboard player. I know people use controller and wheel. I'd say use what you're comfortable with, if I'm being completely honest. I'd say controllers... I mean, wheel's probably the best, but I don't think you need a wheel to play this game. Like, not at all. If you're more comfortable in controller, I'd say use a controller. I just use keyboard because that's what I played TMNF on. But there are definitely times where you'd want to use a controller. Like if you're playing like rally car, I'd probably use a controller more often than not. But if you're just looking to, you know, improve, get like alter times, you can do that on any input device. It's only at like the top levels where your input device is going to heavily influence your times, I guess. And even then, I believe there are like, you know, top level players who use keyboard, top level players who use, you know, controller. Like I think the world champion uses controller actually. Obviously you got Grenady and what's his name? Mutta uses wheel. And I think there's one person that uses his mouse to like steer, which is bizarre, but I get it. But yeah, I'd say use what you're comfortable with at the end of the day. That's the TLDR. Oh, you're like fast into wood wiggle, but you don't have space to. Oh my god. I was going so fast I was losing grip. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah, the first 10 are like a good stepping stone for sure. First 10 campaign tracks. Um, Also this seems kind of fast just going on the side. Oh yeah, mouse to steer. I don't know what that dude's doing. But yeah, first 10 tracks are a good like starting point. I'd say uh at least for me the red tracks are where the author times start getting like really difficult. Um and black tracks actually take me quite a bit of time to do. But yeah, yeah, it's really just comes down to playing the game. Like I think I have almost 500 hours now, and I've definitely improved since then. So, you you'll definitely improve. You just gotta keep playing. All right, we only got a few more minutes before we have to swap to Cup of the Day. I would be lying if I said I understood how to get a good time on this map, but I think our time is decent. Like, I want to go to super inside on that final, like, hard turn, but you lose grip because the turn is so tight. Oh. Only .012. That was looking good too. That was looking pretty good, but it's only .012. But I think we're gonna leave it at that. As far as troll maps go, you know what? We'll give it a plus. I don't get it, but I'm interested to see what the best time there is. And yeah, we're gonna move on to Cup of the Day. See if we can get a solid division. Oh yeah, PB is always a PB. Like, even if it's 1,000, that's still a PB. I do think the most painful PBs are like, you're already so close to your goal time, and you end up like a few thousandths away. Those those times hurt. Alright, let's see. What kind of map are we getting? I haven't played a lot of Track of the Day this past week. I've been busy, but uh, so I don't know what tracks they've done this week, so I don't know what to expect. This looks mixed, maybe? Mixed map I can do. Oh yeah, this is definitely a mixed map. Lots of different surfaces. Okay. Doesn't look like the most tricky track, which I think actually doesn't favor us, shockingly. I tend to do better on harder maps. Yeah, I think our main goal is going to be keeping as much speed here. As much speed as possible. Because these are pretty wide turns, so you're going to have space to go as wide as you need to. Alright, there's gold. My usual goal with these Track of the Day maps is to get gold. So it's good to already get there. Now we're just going to work on improving so we can get as high of a division as possible. That was awkward. Still ahead though. I think I'm slower. No, I'm just a little ahead. Slight PB. Actually, not even slight. That's actually a decent PB. Almost a sub 42. That really looks like my PB crashes there, but I'm pretty sure it didn't. It must have been like pixels from the wall. little faster. And I did that turn better. I feel like, yeah, I'm slightly ahead. Slightly ahead. That's good. I'm much better at that turn there. Alright, 0.3? Almost 0.4. That's pretty good. I think our goal time is going to be like a 41.2. Maybe even a little better than that, but I think my realistic goal is going to be a 41.2. Oh, that was a fast turn though. I'm a little slower. That's okay though. Faster in the end. Wider turn though. 41.3. Do I have any world records? Don't believe so, no. I'd say I mostly play like Track of the Days and you know, campaigns and stuff like that though. I'm not playing more obscure maps most of the time. So that makes it very hard to get a world record. Because those maps are hunted by, you know, tens of thousands of players. Whereas if you, say, load in a random map that has 10 players, it's a lot easier to get a world record. There's a good amount of players playing in the Cup of the Day today. If I had to guess from how my time feels, I'd normally be in a bit better of a place than I am right now. Because now I'm gonna start sliding into the thousands. So normally I'd say I normally get like Div 16 in these, which is like 1000th place on the dot. But if I want that today, we're gonna need to improve our time. We're gonna need a sub 41, at the very least. At the very least a sub 41. Yeah, I know, right? You'd think people would be busy with Mother's Day, but I guess not. I guess I'm certainly not. Although I know most of these players, you know, Track of the Day, Cup of the Day, or whatever, most of them are European. I imagine Europeans have Mother's Day? I'm not quite sure though. I guess this is also an easier track, so it's liable to have closer times in between placements. Okay, that turn was decent. And now we're ahead. Oh, that was bad. I started turning too late. Alright, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We can definitely beat our time. Just need to not overturn. Let's see. A little slower. Yeah, I overdrifted. I thought the first drift wouldn't be enough. I think that one drift there is like a big determining factor because a lot of your following speed comes from that turn. Like you're not gonna lose much speed after it, but that turn in particular, you're gonna bleed a bit. So the faster you can take that turn, the better your time. I hit it pretty good in my PB, but not perfect. Okay, we're a little slow here on the start. Somehow I'm faster. I went over to penalty. Alright, we're running out of time here. It's do or die now. Alright, equal speed, slightly behind. It's kind of where we want to be. There we go. And just need a better end. Slightly better. Slightly better. Do I stream every time I play? No. Definitely not. I stream more or less once a week for the weekly shorts. I record videos for my campaign discovery, and that's pretty much like my only YouTube content right now. And those go up every Tuesday and Thursday. But as far as streaming goes, right now it's just the weekly shorts. Maybe I'll consider in the future more, but this is what I can do with my current schedule. But yeah, I definitely play a lot on my own time. Lately what I've been doing is going through old Track of the Days and trying to get gold in all of them. But that's more of a personal project. That's not like a streaming project. Oh, I got so much speed. No, I crashed. I had so much speed in that turn, I just barely hit the wall. Okay, that's better. Still a little slow, but nothing we can do about that now. Alright, last second PB maybe? Oh, sub 41. Alright, that's not quite div 16, I think that's div 18, if that time holds. And I'm okay with that. Div 18's fine. Alright, thank you. I hope you enjoy your lunch. Thank you for enjoying my content, man. I hope you continue grinding Trackmania. Alright, let's see. What division is this? What division is 1133? I think it's 18. Might be 19 actually. I don't quite know the math on it. Div 18. Not bad. Oh, I'm gonna PB on the warm-up run, aren't I? Oh no. Tell me it ain't so. No. Okay. That was way slower. Honestly, I'm not that far behind author time for this map. There's a good possibility we can get that in rounds. I'm gonna have to full risk that one turn. And maybe that's not the best idea. Alright, that was okay. Solid time. What's my competition getting? Let's see. Looks like they're getting mostly high 40s. So close to my PB. Okay, okay, that's good. Also Jokey. Jokey again. Not the first time I've run into Jokey, that's for sure. Okay, got a little airtime there. Not ideal. These first rounds, as long as I don't crash, I'll be fine though. Okay, maybe if I go over to penalty grass like that, I'm not gonna be fine. I lost so much speed. seems like a lot of players opted not to play out this division, so we're already getting rid of the top 40. Oh, that's much better. There we go. Now we got some speed to work with. Oh, a little bit of bonk. That's okay, we're right at the end. I know. Someone in the in-game chat's complaining about the classic driving a really good round into immediately bonking and getting out. We've all been there. That's the track of the day classic. I swear if you win a round, you have like a 80% chance to immediately lose the next round and get out. Alright, our times have been solid, but we're going to need to improve quite a bit to stay in the later rounds. Okay, I let go of the gas there when I probably didn't need to. But important thing is surviving these rounds. Consistency is key. And we're hitting consistent low 41s. So we are guaranteed in the top 32 now. Also, I think this person lagged out. Very unfortunate. So now we're gonna watch this for 8 seconds. And gone. The top 32. Not a great start, so we're gonna play it safe. No need to push ourselves for a good time when we have a bad start. And as long as we play safely, okay, that's not great. As long as we play safely, we should get a strong enough time to just stay in. Because there's always going to be people that crash in these divisions. It's only once you get to like sub-div 10 that you really need to think about people not crashing. Unless it's a very hard map. If it's a very hard map, that's different. I let go of the gas. I don't know if I should have. Not a run ender by any means. Does mean we're gonna get a low 42, which is a little worse than we want. Okay, good start. Let go of the gas because I started turning too late. They're gonna bleed time, but as long as we're surviving, we're happy. So minor mistake on the grass. I could have, I think I lost like 0.5 because of that. Because that speed carries over. So that could have been a PB, but that one turn was a little messy. Okay, that was slow. We went a little over the grass, so we're gonna be a little slower. Not so much that we should be out this round. Unless we really mess up in the end. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, top 16. So now we're gonna get 2 eliminations around. Oh, that was a terrible jump. Oh, I'm so slow now. Alright. Can still make this back. Just need to be clean. Clean as possible. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna be fine. Not a great time. Below 42. Good enough. Looks like 2 people behind me crashed. Okay, that seems solid. Okay, I'm a little slow in this part. That's alright though. Bonk the wall. So, lost 0.2 maybe from bonking. That's alright. Still in. We are slowly but surely getting paced out though. Like our pace is good enough to stay in until like top 8 basically. And part of that's because people with better pace are gonna crash. But past that, I don't know. I don't want to rely on somebody crashing every round. Which could happen. It's not out of the question. But, you don't want to rely upon other people messing up. Especially in a game where you can't force those errors. Oh, I'm at 11th. I think I'm out. Yep. Not even that bad of a run. Just a little too slow. So 11th place this time. We'll stick around and watch the rest. We'll watch top 10. Yeah, paced out, just as I said. So let's see what we got. Got a few Americans, I think a Sweden, and a lot of German players. And one France. So let's see who's the favorite to win this. I wonder who has the best pace overall. I think I saw 9 the Cat win quite a few rounds, so maybe them. And yeah, it seems like one crash and just one person getting outpaced like I did. Now we're in top 8. Top 8 of the Div 18. Now, if you crash here, if you crash in this part, you are almost certainly going to lose. Also, somebody had a horrible jump there and landed on the grass. It's Pup. So gonna be playing from behind. CMW a little slow in this part too. So Pup can certainly catch up. I think somebody bonked the wall. And now this back end's so tight. It's Pup, My Queen, and Dr. Crack. Oh my god. Oh, and somebody crashed at the very end. 9 the Cat crashed. The throws. The actual throws. Yeah, so a lot of fumbles that round. Oh, I get somebody hitting too much of the grass. But not too bad. It seems pretty close still. Oh, that's a horrible turn, Fabi. That is not how you want to hit that, but somebody crashed in front of them. It's Black Chester with no speed, way behind. It's almost certainly over for Black Chester. Yeah. That's it. 44 is nowhere near good enough to stay in. Alright. Let's see it. I want to see a clean round. This map is not hard, so you should not be crashing on it. My queen with a very good start. A phenomenal start, actually. Wow, okay. This is very strong. I just want to keep watching this run because I'm pretty sure this is good enough to be AT, maybe. No, not quite. Dr. Cracker out. Gets a crash. Our lone Frenchman out. So now we got 3 Germans, I believe Sweden, and 1 American. Yeah, I think my queen has to be the favorite to win, because these starts are just really good. Oh, Fabi catching up. Wow, that speed on the eggs there. A little bit of jump, lost a little bit, but still, ooh, don't want to go over the grass there. Got pup. What? What was that? I don't think that's what you want to do. And CMW catching up because of the loss of speed from the jump. Yeah, very close. I have no clue what that line was from Pup. I just catch Pup just jumping right over the turn. Definitely not the ideal line. Something had to have gone wrong. So no Americans, just 3 Germans, 1 Swede, I believe. I hope it's Sweden. I'm actually gonna look up the flag. It's gonna be embarrassing if I've been calling. Yeah, that's the Swedish flag. Okay, I'm not crazy. I mean, 3 Germans versus 1 Swede, but that 1 Swede has been dominating these rounds. Although it seems like the pace has been slower these rounds than the than up to the top 8, you know? Like once we hit top 8, everybody's been playing more conservatively. Ooh, my queen playing from behind on the start for once. It's gonna come down to this drift. Fabi gets it really good. This is a really strong start. Speedling, I think, crashed. And that might determine our top 2. Yeah, too far behind to catch up. Now it's a battle between these 2. Let's see what our penultimate time is. 40.6 and a 40.8. Pretty strong times. Now all the pressure's on. All the pressure's on for my queen. And Fabi. Because you cannot drive conservatively anymore. Both these players have shown they can drive, you know, really strong times. And my queen with not the best start. Starting 0.5 behind probably. If not worse. You got a lot of ground to make up. There's a good drift there. Slowly catching up to Fabi. They gotta hit these turns perfect. You don't have much time to get. Oh, and a crash. It's over. My queen took a way riskier line to try and gain speed. Yeah, my queen messed up the start and had the full risk towards the middle. Very, very unfortunate. Nonetheless, congrats to Fabi for winning Div 18. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this track of the day. We're gonna give it a plus. I actually quite enjoyed this map. A little easy, a little on the easy side, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. And yeah. I quite enjoyed this week of weekly shorts. I think I gave every single map a plus actually, which is very, very rare for me. I know I'm a lighter critique than most people that stream this game, but I think this week was very good, and hopefully we get more like it. But that is going to do it for today. And you can catch me next week for the week 23 of the weekly shorts. All right.